Hello guys, I hope you're all feeling well. Is South Africa the unhealthiest country in the world? Let's check this out. Hello guys, I hope you're all good. I hope you're all feeling well. This is Nzima Motivational 2480 and I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're enjoying your holidays. Merry Christmas to each and every person and Happy New Year guys. I hope you're all feeling well guys. I'm so enjoying my holidays right now. I'm at home enjoying the culture with my granny, with my grandparents, enjoying everything guys. But I wanted to speak something that I've been reading an article this week which I wanted to avoid, but I was like, okay, let me say something about this, in which I think might be true, at the same time might not be true. I'm kind of 50-50 on this. Before we get on the topic, like this, to hit the subscribing button right now, like the previous videos, and let's keep the love going guys. I hope you're feeling well. So the topic for this week is South Africa just got voted last week, just got voted as the unhealthiest country in the world by World Health Organization. Do I believe it? I don't know. We're about to check the stats. We're about to check the factors, and we'll make a conclusion after that, guys. This article I found it at Women's Health magazine, guys. I buy both, whether for males and females, guys. I think it's one of the best magazines you can ever read, especially from South Africa, guys. This article is the one, guys, which I read about South Africa, the unhealthiest country in the world, guys. So we're about to look at this and indulge in it, and let's look at it and let's read some factors. I'm about to discuss some factors, but right now I'm just gonna read the article and then we'll discuss everything later. Okay, it says, whoop whoop, shocking, right? The Indigo Wellness Index conducted a research using the following measures. These are the categories they use to measure this unhealthiness. Number 1, health, life expectancy, blood pressure, diabetes risk, depression, alcohol and tobacco use, too little exercise, government spending on healthcare, and obesity. World Health Organization found that 28% of the adults in South Africa are obese, and recent statistics from organization found out that we have 26% probability of dying from cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes, or chronic respiratory disease between the ages of 30 and 70. People who are obese are at an increased risk for many serious diseases and health conditions, including hypertension, type 2 diabetes, sleeping disorders, breathing problems, heart disease, strokes, cancer, and arthritis. Anesthetics medicine practitioner Dr. Renki Smith says that there is no doubt that improvement in lifestyle and weight loss will have a huge impact. Numerous studies have proven that, I quote, numerous studies have proven this with evidence that weight loss of 5 to 10% weight improves cardiovascular disease, metabolic syndrome, and risk of diabetes, reduction of cholesterol levels, blood pressure levels, inflammation, sleeping, nausea, psyche, and inflammation, and many improvements, she says. She also says that this evidence should alert the public to the fact that their lifestyle choices have a large impact on the healthcare and not on the quality of healthcare, guys. So I hope you understood what I read there. If I didn't read, check out the article in my description, guys. I've written all these factors and all the article, and I hope you'll understand it. So let's look at things like, okay, life expectancy in South Africa. If they say they look at life expectancy, Looking at life expectancy may be deceiving at the same time, maybe true. Why am I saying that? um one woman in South Africa is killed every 3 hours, and one man in South Africa is killed every 30 minutes. To look at such things, and you'll realize that life expectancy is not only determined by how to by lifestyle, but it's also determined by our external, what is this, our external influences such as crime. People die because of crime, you understand? So life expectancy is not a true factor to measure when is someone healthy or not, because there are many factors that may lead to life expectancy. And number two, there what is this, sorry, their category they look at is blood pressure. A lot of people have blood pressure. Blood pressure in South Africa most of the time is caused by stress, and if you eat a lot of salt, if your food has high concentration of salt, you'll usually get high blood pressure, guys. So look at such things. I know, especially in the ages of 50 or 60, a lot of people in South Africa, adults, have a high level of blood pressure, guys. So I think this one they might have got it right. And diabetes risk, a lot of people have diabetes risk in South Africa, especially with the foods that we eat, high sugar concentrated foods, especially right now in December, guys. I know I ate a lot of sugar this December. It's the highest sugar I've ever eaten in my life. But we also should do those things, also play a big role in diabetes risk, guys. Depression, we know depression is one of the main factors that we look at, that we have been hit by in South Africa, especially in the recent years, especially in the youth right now. There are a lot of people who are experiencing, what is this, depression, guys. If you have a problem with depression, ask for help. Anyone right now, South Africa is getting awareness with it. Anyone is willing to help right now, even your friend. You can tell your mom, just speak, guys. And then the other one is alcohol and tobacco use. South Africa is one of the highest countries that uses tobacco and alcohol, guys. You understand? We are the highest. You understand? Like, we are so insanely high that like people drink, especially right now in December, guys. There are people who drink so much in December right now that they don't even think, guys. So look at such things. And also smoking, guys. So they also look at smoking, on the number of cigarettes that people smoke and all those things. I also think this one they might have got it right, because they play a very important role in, what is this, in health risk, guys. So that's why most of the time, even when I train someone, or I help someone train, or I help them with their fitness level, I always try to advise them to stop smoking, or to stop, what is this, to stop drinking. I've never used supplements, I've never used steroids, I've never did anything. I've only gymmed. But one thing I've always appreciated about myself and getting results is that I've never smoked, I've never drank. You understand? Those things have helped my body to always progress faster by not smoking and drinking, guys. And this one, it says too little exercise. This one, I think it might be diverged in between, guys, in a way of, to them, exercising is in terms of going to the gym. Do you understand? I hope you get me. According to World Health Organization, exercising is when you go to the gym and do exercises. In which I also think they are not looking into factors that a lot of people in South Africa walk to schools, to jobs, to most of places. I think South African people are very cautious in terms of walking, guys. And so such things, I also think we should play an important role in looking at. Understand? I think this one they might have not looked at it in a way they should have been looking at it. But I promise you, each and every child in South Africa, most of the time, 90% of them walk to school. Most of the adults, I think 70%, walk to school, walk to work. You understand? So such things, I don't think they looked at, and I think they should be looking at. I don't think South Africa is one of the highest country where people don't exercise. I don't believe it. I think there are so many countries which are in front of South Africa in terms of low exercises, guys. And then this one is the number one of the number one, guys. I think so. Government spending on healthcare. We all know that, what is this, our government's healthcare is one of the most rubbish healthcare in the world, guys. I don't even need to debate it. There are lack of doctors, there are lack of medicines, there are lack of hospital equipment. So those things, I also think they play a very important role in making a country not being into the unhealthiest one. So I think this one they also got it right. And then the last one is obesity. Obesity, guys, let's look at it in terms of, I think this one is one of the number one they get wrong in terms of measuring for South Africa. You understand? In a way of how do you judge obesity? Obesity problem was developed. The scale for obesity was developed when, what is this? Was developed in UK, you understand, or USA, you understand. But that judging was based on, what is this? Them looking at white ladies or white males, you understand. And the problem is they judge the scale of obesity based on white women, and that cannot be true for, what is this, for black women. Why am I saying that? Is we know by nature, we know that white people by nature, especially ladies, have small body. We know that by fact. They don't have big booty. They don't have, what is this? They don't have big thighs. They don't have, by nature, they don't have, what is this? Big calves, glutes, and all those things. You understand? So by looking at those things, we have to look at, and again, we know white women are, what is this? Are very tall by nature, by stature. You understand? And then when you come to South Africa, that's not the same thing for ladies. You understand? You can find a lady who's one of the best fitness gurus in South Africa, but has big calves, big thighs, is short, has a very big weight regarding, what is this, their height. And I promise you, what is this, the scaling is gonna tell you that lady is, what is this, is obese, which is not perfectly true, because they did not take the considerations of different body types of each and every race. You understand? So I don't believe that 28% of adults in South Africa are obese. I don't believe it. I work in South Africa each and every day, but I don't believe that 28% of adults in South Africa are obese. When we talk about 28%, we are talking about almost, guys, to, what is this? We are talking to almost like 4 million or 5 million people in South Africa are obese. I don't believe it, and I won't take it. I don't believe 90% of people in South Africa, to 5 million people in South Africa, are obese. You understand? I believe that this scaling is wrong based on how they measured white women and compared to black women. So I don't believe this one. Number one, South Africa. South Africa is the healthiest country in the world. No, I don't believe so. And I've always said it. Even in South Africa right now, they still, in terms of fitness, people who run the fitness world of South Africa are still white people. You understand? Black people are starting to get in there in terms of fitness level, in terms of fitness careers, but almost 90% of people in South Africa in terms of fitness are still white people, guys. You understand? And in such circumstances, I don't think they have the right judgment in terms of a country that has a 90% of black people, and then they make a judgment that is the unhealthiest country in the world now. So I don't think so. But tell me your opinion in the comments, in the comment section below, and tell me what you think. Thank you very much. I hope you learned a lot from this session, and thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like the previous videos. Let's keep